Good evening and welcome to Stupid O'Clock News. I'm Lewis Lee. I'm back. NASA's newest Mars rover Perseverance has come up empty on its first attempt to collect soil and rock samples from the red planet. Yesterday, it drilled a finger-sized hole into the floor of the Martian crater Jezero, and the drill seemed to work, but no sample was extracted. Engineers are working to discover what may have gone wrong and how they can fix it. Meanwhile, the Curiosity rover, which just celebrated 9 years of work on Mars, has been trolling Perseverance. Engineers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, say they've received mysterious messages from Curiosity, such as, "How's Percy working out for you?" and "Tell the new kid better luck next time." That's the news. Let's start the show. Oh, that was kind of a lame rim shot.
Joke. Lame joke.
Hey,
Lame
I thought
joke.
that was pretty good. How's Percy working out for you, huh?
Yeah. And there's our friend Josh from the United Weather Network on Facebook, and Bill Sarton.
Just remember, you got me on as a news guy. Joke writing is just a pastime.
And of course,
I just get so sick of doing real serious news during the week that sometimes I just have to poke fun at the news.
And our two other regular guys, Dan and John.
That's the first time anybody's referred to me as a regular guy.
Well,
I've always been one of the irregulars, but
I thought that's what we all were.
Hello, Donna.
Right?
Hey, Donna.
hey,
Hey, you ain't going to sleep tonight, Dan. Donna's here.
Oh, well, I may need that magic voice.
You might need something more than that.
Yeah, well, I've got a coffee pot, and I'm not afraid to use it. Ace!
And we got Ace Bonnie.
Yeah. Ace showed up in the green room last night, but he was rather shy and didn't speak. He texted lots, but he didn't speak. We're going to have to remedy that. We're going to have to make that gentleman feel at home in some room or another.
Yeah.
Feel at home in the green room?
Hey,
Well,
I feel at home in the green room, but then I'm weird.
I'll bring if he wants to get on the one of my podcasts. I'll bring him on that. Nothing serious but weather.
Well, you just got to remember, if somebody's shy, you can't force them to do anything. You just you let them get to know you, and then if you're lucky, they'll open up.
Exactly.
And you launch the secret drones, and they'll show us what he looks like.
I'm not gonna say it, but somebody in Danville, Illinois.
Oh. Ow.
These were in the kitchen. They're supposed to be back here. That might have helped me the other nights this week.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a dream about that. Some of them shots.
A little bit of golden grain, that'd be passable.
Oh, Joe.
Yes, sir.
I haven't had a chance to talk to you because I've been absent a couple of days, but I was dreading having to tell you that I would be not able to attend my first HallowCon because I had gotten a paying gig for that weekend. But the paying gig was just erased. So I'm back on for HallowCon.
Oh, okay. So was the paying gig attacked by the Delta Force?
No, it was Cold Feet by the funders.
Oh, that's
they
not
were
good.
just I guess you could say it was COVID related because they're getting a little nervous. I mean, it's going to be the end of October, really?
Yeah.
And you're panicking now?
That'll be the Lambda Force.
DragonCon had a lot of they had a list of about 30 or 40 guests that bowed out because of the COVID restrictions.
Wow.
Of course.
Oh, the restrictions or the disease itself?
Restrictions.
Well, what the gig was it was going to be the 6th anniversary of Sculpture Fields, and they were going to do a metal pour and a big sculpture burn and everything, and they wanted to broadcast it live on the internet.
Ooh.
But they have decided that they're going to do a sculpture burn, but they're not going to do the metal pour and a few other things. So they're not going to do it live. So I'm not needed.
Oh, that's sad. I'd say you were always needed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not needed there and then.
Yeah.
Well, you're needed here and now, so that's what counts.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys aren't paying me though. I need money.
Come on,
Pay you
Ace.
attention.
I remember when we
we
first started
all?
this mess, Joe said we were going to get beer money.
I was about to ask Lewis how much Joe was going to pay him for the gig since he got out of the other.
Yeah, well, I'm the reason y'all are not getting beer money because
Well,
Joe
I'm
finally
probably gonna
realized
be-
exactly how much it costs to put me in beer money.
I'm
And
probably going to be running the flat top at HallowCon's. So
Speaking of beer money, Dan, have you seen the new PBR?
No.
I seen a commercial. It's like PBR 360. Why are they redoing a PBR?
I don't know. Maybe to get rid of the people that drink it ironically because the hipster movement.
Yeah, the hipster movement.
They may be trying to recover their dignity from that. I don't know.
Hey, thanks to the hipster movement, our beer budget went up nearly $300 a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Your beer budget or your beer cost?
Cost.
It's called
Cost, budget.
Yeah. They're no. Budget would be them paying you to buy the beer. Cost is them freeloading off of you, which I intend to do gracefully.
It's called
meaning that budget was how much he's got to set aside for the beer.
It's called inflammation.
And if you noticed, I didn't say how much it was before.
$1.58.
Inflation.
Not when you buy it by the keg.
Well, hey, we can do some keg stands. Hey,
if I have time, I'm going to have the new kegerator working. It's going to have 2 taps. One's going to be for domestic, and one's going to be for import.
Unfortunately, they're both going to the same keg.
Yeah.
Is this going to be at HallowCon?
Yeah.
By the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to pick you up, and you're going to do a keg stand?
No, because it's actually in a kegerator.
Oh.
And I don't drink. I can't drink.
Well, Dan, next up.
Hey, believe me, if you want to see somebody who is a professional drunk, I'm there. I get paid for this shit. So
Oh. SAS Aerospace, welcome. That is one of the SAS Aerospace is part of the Launchpad on YouTube, which we sort of collaborate together with the Armchair Rocket Science. Welcome SAS. I forget which one you are. Hectic. I think Hectic is who you are. But he builds model rocket stuff for gimbaling model rockets.
I was going to ask, did the SAS, the Boeing go off today, or when was that?
Yeah, it got pulled off the pad.
It's complete. It's coming off the rocket.
they kind of thought that was needing more consideration. So it's being trucked out of the site right now.
The last success Boeing had was a 747. They ain't done shit since.
Yep.
I agree.
I would have gone back to the 727, but
No,
Let's say
pretty good.
It was so good that it changed the airplane movies.
737.
You know, I said that wrong. I meant to say it was so good it changed the airport movies.
That's what you said.
No, I said airplane.
He said airplane.
Yes. And now he's going to get a check from Robert. What's his name? Got a drinking problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
The actor Robert.
That's a song, by the way.
Picked a hell of a day to quit sniffing.
No, not Robert Stack. The one that did the one that did the voice in the Iron Man cartoons back in the 90s.
Well, it was Lloyd Bridges that was the. This is the day I need to pick. I picked a bad day to sniff glue.
Yeah.
Picked a bad.
Yeah. No, I mean the guy that was
Robert Hedges.
There you go. That's
Hedges.
the one.
Oh,
Or Hayes. Robert Hayes.
Robert Hayes.
Hayes.
Oh, Robert Hayes.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Hayes.
airplane movie.
Don't call him Shirley. All right.
Okay, Laverne, we won't.
Yeah, Robert Stack stole every scene he was in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's his job.
Wasn't that the movie that turned Leslie Nielsen from a dramatic actor to comedian?
No.
He did that much earlier. He did that much earlier. After Forbidden Planet, he started doing comedy.
Some people would say Forbidden Planet was his first comedy.
Yeah.
Now,
that was a very dramatic movie.
I forget what movie it was, but at the end of the movie, he was so mean to people or whatever. They buried him in the sand at the ocean up to here as the tide came in.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember what the movie was.
Yeah, Robert Hayes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
he also played on the TV version of Starman.
Yep.
Please.
And there is Zach from the Launchpad. And with Zach, we are now international. Zach is from up in Canada. Thanks for tuning in, Zach. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Starliner fails again. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who was surprised by that?
Nobody. And the thing is, Boeing got $2 billion. Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Like the guy down in the bottom corner, $1 billion more than SpaceX. And they absolutely dissed SpaceX, saying SpaceX is going to get people killed. They're not a proven company.
Meanwhile, their jetliners are killing people left and right.
Yeah. And they haven't even got theirs off. Well, they got it off the ground, but missed the target.
Couldn't even find the space station.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it was doing backflips.
Yeah.
No, that's only recently.
That's only recently. And that was the Russians' fault.
That was the Russians' fault.
Blame it on the Russians.
We do everything else. I mean, seriously.
I guess it was Fargo and Zane that were up there. They ran into the space station. Okay, no Eureka fans.
Nope.
I'm Eureka fan. It's just been so.
I managed to catch the first season, but after that, it just kind of disappeared from my radar. I don't know why.
They kept moving the days.
That's exactly why. Yeah.
Well, I've been watching it on streaming and I've probably gone through all 5 seasons 7 or 8 times now.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
always thought that show was excellent, but I only ever got to see the whole first season. After that, it was
damn good special effects
every
for
once in a
weekly
while.
show.
Yeah, it was. It
All
was,
right,
and then good scripts too.
Hey, Dan, shh. Chris is here.
Hey, there's
Chris.
What do I have to shut up for him for? He knows I'm an asshole.
Chris.
Well, there's assholes, and then there's our kind of assholes, which are our kind of assholes.
How you been there, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Busy working through the week.
What you been up to?
About 5'10". I can't seem to get above that.
Oh, well.
Somebody give him a box, for crying out loud, or some 1978 platform disco shoes would work.
Hey, Bill, my dad was 5'4", and my mom was 5 feet, so I'm doing good to be as tall as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took you vitamins, didn't you, boy?
Hey,
well, this is how tall my dad was, but you never saw his head.
I ain't touching that line because this ain't the green room.
Well, this ain't the green room.
And with
we're about to turn it into it.
Oh no, we can't do that. Joe will get defunded.
Willow!
Hey,
Willow!
Hello.
We actually have another Canadian in with us tonight.
Oh my Lord!
This is Zach from the Launch Pad.
And this is Willow from
they open.
Oh damn! I've forgotten exactly what province she was from.
Winnipeg.
Yeah,
well,
Winnipeg.
It's not a province. It's a town.
Manitoba.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, Manitoba.
Somebody open the Canadian floodgates.
We're gonna have to get a map of the world and like put pins in it where everybody's from.
I will do that and put it right there.
Hi.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, the only map of the world I've got here at the house still has East Germany on it. So.
Well, I'm being serious. I will do it and put it right there.
Well,
let's see.
Remember, you're going to have a whole big old cluster around Chattanooga, so make sure you use teeny tiny pins.
Yeah.
Hey, and there's Heather from somebody me and Chris know. Heather says she's back from the land of COVID. It sucks. I'm glad you're still here. Were you? Yeah. She got the Delta.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think that's what she said was the Delta.
So they put her in a Delta house, and it didn't involve John Belushi.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Somebody busted her guitar that she got from Stephen Bishop.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a bit of a shock here over the weekend, and seeing as how this is Saturday, it was a really short weekend. But
you keep sticking that fork in the light socket. That's why.
Well, no, it was Lindsay's youngest daughter was out delivering the mail in New Mexico, which is her job, out in the middle of nowhere, and passed out in the car. And they had to take her to the emergency room. And we were thinking dehydration because, delivering the mail, you can't drive very fast. The windows are always down. You can't run the air conditioner. You're just going to overheat. And it seems to be, so far, the diagnosis is a mix between anxiety attack and dehydration. So she's at home. She's better now. She's still not 100%, but prayers going out to, she's. I mean, we were really worried until we got the email. I mean, it was like about 8 hours worth of going, oh my God, I hope the little girl's all right. I mean, she's a mid-20s, mother of two, out. They live like 5 miles away from the nearest paved road. in nowhere, New Mexico. I mean, it's, the biggest tourist attraction is a gas station that has to double as a motel just to be able to make ends meet.
Yeah.
So,
Bates.
No.
You're used to heat from the southeast. It sneaks up on you out there because it's dry.
Yeah, well, she's lived out there most of her life, so she should be used to it. But as I said, driving around, delivering mail, windows down, not being able to go very fast between mailboxes, there's not an awful lot of ventilation. So I was really, really worried for a while. She had a COVID test. She had a bunch of other tests. Everything came out negative. So basically, it's down to just a panic attack, which is genetic in the family, and dehydration. So,
yeah, we're headed up to Chicago on Tuesday again, and I know it's supposed to be in the lower 90s, so we're going to be packing plenty of water and Gatorade.
Wise man. Yeah. As Donna will tell you, Pedialyte is even better than Gatorade because you can't taste the electrolytes, she says. So I'm gonna take that advice there. Next time I'm going someplace where I am going to be absolutely in no control whatsoever how the temperature or my exposure to same is going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I will agree. Pedialyte is better.
Tell him good night, Donna.
Yep.
Good night, Carl.
Well, Pedialyte has realized that there was a market for it, so they're now making it for adults.
Yeah.
And Aunt Donna says the adult version is just about like Gatorade. You can actually taste the electrolytes, so it's not quite as good as the kids' version.
I was about to say, drink the kids. Yeah, drink the kids version.
Yeah, they now what they ought to do is just put the same formula in each bottle and make an adult label and charge extra for that.
Yeah. Ace is trying to be funny. How could Carl be tired from taking care of Donna? You're a comedian.
He definitely ain't married, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And Willow saying, "Tell Carl sweet dreams from me." I guess he'll have
sleep.
Yeah.
Well, Carl did that walkthrough video of their upstairs that ended up in Aunt Donna's room, and that probably took a lot out of them.
I ain't walked that far in probably months.
What's really amazing is that there are 5 corners when Carl walks it, but there's only 4 when Donna walks it. So I think they're in alternate dimensions. They just kind of meet in the middle.
The walls move.
Oh,
wow.
Ever seen Dark City? That's a good movie.
I did like that one.
Yeah, it actually. I thought it was right on up there on a par with the first Matrix movie. But before the franchise got franchised.
Hey, I liked Reloaded was better than the first one.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Which one? What?
The second one, Reloaded.
The second one?
Because it went more into the backstory of Zion and a lot of the other characters.
Matrix. Okay.
Yeah. I can see that. I don't have to agree with it, but I can accept it.
And you had Anthony Zerbe playing the Chancellor, so that was cool.
I'm sorry, but can you move John? Because in the position that he's okay, never mind. Because she looked like a Klingon with the clock.
I know. It's driving me nuts too.
Put it back the way it was.
Yeah.
Never mind.
If anybody's going to look like a Klingon, it's going to be Joe.
That'll be the day.
He'll have to move around a little bit.
I'll be right back. I just thought of something. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh, fuck. Now he's going to go get the ridged forehead.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna's house, I was driving by it today, and For the first time ever, I noticed the side of the house, and I was thinking the house used in the Amityville Horror. Now, their house is not that style house, but it's got the brick fireplace thing going up the middle and then the windows up there and that, and you never know what's in that third floor up there.
Now, you drove by their house and you didn't stop and say hello?
Well, you don't just pop in on Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna. She'll tell you.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah, because Uncle Carl's got that machine gun nest up in the Widow's Walk there, and you just got to be careful. I've been to the house before, but never inside, and always outside. And then there's a perimeter and some barbed wire and some German Shepherds, and then Sergeant Schultz over in one corner, I believe, guarding the place. So
I know nothing.
I had to lighten up the clock a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Donna,
get me one of them.
You have figured out Joe well.
Joe, if you would move that thing just a little bit to that way,
Yeah.
It would line up with the clock almost perfect. Yeah, that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he could just move his camera ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Other way.
Either way. The
Other way.
There you
Now-
go.
And
Now
just
tilt it down just
Up, just or down. Yeah.
Here.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that, man!
There you go.
Oh, man,
that's as good as you're going to get it.
now you're ready to be monetized.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Is that a Battlestar Galactica logo next to your grandfather?
It is.
Joe?
Yeah. A Joe Campbell special.
Really?
Hey.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Joe in I don't know how many conventions, so I'm really waiting for.
He has just recently somehow somebody conned him into joining up with the LibertyCon Consuite group.
Oh,
I don't know if that means he's going to be at LibertyCon with the Consuite group, but being as Joe is one of the Consuite type people out there, I hope to see him there. So
I do too. I miss Joe. I really do. He's really an excellent gentleman. Let me tell you.
He has one of the funniest senses of humor and clever wits, and
Oh,
not
yes.
to mention intelligent conversation you will ever be around.
Mm-hmm.
he introduced me one day. I was up there I had to deliver. They ran out of something up in Consuite, and had to run up there and take it to him real quick. And I was up there and I asked him how he's doing, if he needed anything. And
All right, Rebellion, you're out of here.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, really. Well, we're doing great if we're attracting trolls.
Yeah.
I'm not paying no troll. I'm just crossing the bridge.
Yeah, well.
I mean, that was a lot of work to
to be so lame.
To be so
amazing
lame.
that somebody could work that hard at being lame.
Work that hard to be so lame and then get banned before they could finish what they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, there are professional trolls.
And
did they go away? Because they're still on my side.
It's showing.
I'm seeing
I'm
seeing the last three entries of their.
That's what I'm saying.
For want of a better word, joke.
Yeah.
And then
Donna, if you're still there, let me know if that cleared them off of the YouTube page.
Let's see.
Because I'll just go in there and I'll do it and I'll make him go away forever.
Yep.
Oh, well. going to have to refresh the page, which I'm not going to do
All right.
because I'm not on the page.
Activate the termination drones.
Yeah,
Hey, said
messages deleted.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least it's deleted, so it's not up there. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is that somebody on YouTube or is that somebody on
That's a
Facebook?
YouTuber.
That's a YouTube user?
Which explains why they're an
Somebody
idiot.
watching on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody jumped in on YouTube. I don't know why.
Got nothing better to do and no brains to do it with.
And I knew where they were going, but we shut them down before.
Yeah.
I don't know why he does things like that because he knows none of us can read. So, you know, doesn't mean nothing to us.
Probably only has 3 teeth.
And
you think you're being generous? You think he's got 3?
That intelligent, huh?
Oh, and Lewis, you would love to meet Joe Campbell because he does a fantastic Benjamin Sisko.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He was made for that role play.
But
he's a fun guy. He's really a fun guy. He's every time I've had a chance to have a conversation with him, it's been just I can barely keep up. It's that good.
Oh yeah,
and he can have you laughing so hard you're just almost crying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Joe Campbell Appreciation Network.
Hey. And
he's missing out on it.
On that note, there we go.
Yeah, put up a picture of him. Let's see. Let's see the rebellion's head explode.
Actually, well, there is a couple of pictures of Joe and I together, but they're not very complimentary to me, so I won't go looking for them. I was rather drunk at the time. Well, you know, I was awake.
You was actually awake.
Yeah, it was daylight, and I mean, it was a con. You
might have had a sip.
I don't know. I don't know what Joe Dog wants me at HallowCon's for, unless it's going to be a bad example to everybody else.
Well, if I'm there, it's going to be a bad example.
Oh.
And Chris, I've got a new game for us to play.
Yeah, let's see how long Dan can stay awake today.
No. But
Dan, you're gonna be on the grill with me, so.
But yeah, we're
another grill on the barbie.
Chris, it's something you'll like, and if I can pull it off, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow, and show you the plans.
Oh,
what?
I'm reading the thing here. The rebellion was blocked for 5 minutes, not permanently.
I just went to YouTube and made it permanent.
Oh, good. That notice did not show up in the chat. So
yeah. Yeah, Willow goes, damn it, I miss trolling the troll. I said, yeah, we
well, we're all pretty fast on the trigger here, so
yeah. How did we wind up with 4 on top, 3 on the bottom? How did that happen? Oh well.
Asymmetry, it's natural.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
The triangle has been inverted.
Yeah, well, no, we had that discussion in the green room last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wasn't even there, dang.
I was about to say,
you got the message right there, didn't you?
I want to even go to that. So.
Well, aren't we special?
We can take that to the late hour.
Oh, there you go. That's the man right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Pretty good to me.
That picture is 2 years old.
Yeah, with the new ugly Dragon Con carpet.
I remember when he didn't have any gray in his beard.
No kidding.
Well, I remember when I didn't
When
have
we
any gray
didn't
in
have
mine
gray in
either.
our beard, yeah.
Well, I've got gray in my beard, and I'm 35, 36.
My beard
So-
is so gray you can't see it until it gets like long.
Did Josh just say that he had gray in his beard?
Yeah.
No, in his beard.
Oh.
Well, there's probably gray in my beard too, but
it's one of those micro brood beers.
Yeah.
But I think gray runs in my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He runs in
My
most people.
Hey, Josh, better turn gray than turn loose.
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
Yep. So some members of
mine's
my
all
family
gray,
hate me
but heck,
because I
damn
still
it,
have
it's
hair. Every time I get it cut, there's more gray than brown in it, and from this picture you'd think there was no brown whatsoever, but there's still a streak or two in there, and I've got to go get a haircut tomorrow because it's a little long for work and it's kind of warm in the factory, so I need to get it off the back of my neck.
You could wrap it up at top like a beehive there, Dan. And you could start because the man bun, that's history.
No,
the man beehive.
I have done a ponytail, which is perfectly respectable because George Carlin used to do that. But no, my wife says haircut, and I've got to trim my beard, and it will be going to more of the traditional devil beard, but that'll only last about a week before it kind of goes. It'd be Popeye's Pappy once again because I just can't get away from that look. I swear. Oh. Speaking of getting away from looks, I had forgotten. There we go. Now, if I could just put the hat on, everybody would recognize me when I went to a convention because I've got the trademark going on, but I've got to put the headphones over that. So I got to get another one of those. That hat is about to be extinct. I've had it for over 10 years now, and it is beginning to fall apart. So I'm going to have to order me another one. Yes, dear. What are you?
They're dropping like flies.
They drop like flies, and
I know. I just sent Joe a picture of me in message with when I had my long hair back in the day, and he dropped out.
And pick up like what? Never mind.
Share on there because I'm too cheap
We'll
to
get
share
there
on.
Friday night. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man. The thing with me is I alternate between having hair all the way down the middle of my back and having it in a crew cut. And it really doesn't matter. I still look just as dumb. It's just I don't know. My mom used to make my dad take me to get my hair cut every week when I was itty bitty. And I got really tired of a buzz cut. When I got in high school, I kind of wanted to let it grow out a little bit. And then when I got in college, I wanted to let it grow out a little bit more. And once I became a private citizen, I kind of went to maybe 2 haircuts a year. And that was kind of comfortable because I don't really like having anybody messing around my head with shears or a razor blade. I went to get one haircut one time from some lady, and she went at my throat with a straight razor, and I go, if I survive this, I am not ever coming back to see you again, honey.
Well, I cut my own, but like you was just saying, my granddad flat tops. That's all he.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like twice a month at least till I was 15, 16 years old.
So your high school pictures look like Sergeant Carter from Gomer Pyle
That
USMC.
was a
Then I
high
guess.
and tight. That was not a flat top.
No, yeah, Gomer Pyle. Yeah, no.
No.
I mean, mine was bald on side, about an inch on top, if that.
Guys, I'm enjoying your company, but this this computer over here is taunting me. For 1 hour, it hasn't done a thing on its own, so I'm going to have to provide some input and get that dadgum video finished editing. So
Okay.
Oh wow.
You do have a baseball bat, right?
huh?
You do have a baseball bat, right?
Oh no! That's my bread and butter.
Okay, a very large axe to reprogram it with.
No, it needs my input. I have to use the mouse and make it do things.
You go do
Not
that.
gonna edit by itself. So
It pays your bills. Take care of that.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
Come back
it's
if
got
you
to
get
be.
All right, Lewis.
See you guys Thursday.
Thank you, sir.
See you, Liz.
We appreciate you being here.
All right.
Thank you, Lewis.
All right. Now, Bill sent me something. What is it?
Well, we were talking about long hair and flat tops and high and tights and all that, and that was me during my heyday with the long hair when I was a teenager. Mind you, I went to a Catholic high school, which you were not allowed to have hair below your collar.
But they didn't
And,
want Jesus showing up.
Huh?
They didn't want Jesus to show up.
Well, apparently not.
Catholic high school? Hell no.
I couldn't wear my Jesus sandals to school. I couldn't wear jeans. But they did allow you to wear corduroy jeans because they thought that was dressy enough. So I always wore corduroys, cowboy boots, and a lot of times I'd wear the Nehru collars, which are much shorter, so that I could have my hair grow a little bit longer. So that this picture right here of me is a summertime picture because I would not have the Keith Partridge hairdo during the school year.
Bill, I'm gonna ask something. This was when you was up north, right?
Yeah, 78. I didn't move up here till 75.
That's all I needed to know.
Yeah. No, when I still lived down south, well, you know, there are people down there had their hair longer than Dan's.
That ain't hard to do.
And I'm not talking about on the res. I'm talking about off the res. You know, on the res, yeah, most of them did, but you know, and I was no different then. But
it's too early to be yawning. Y'all need to quit that. Y'all need to quit that.
Yeah,
You need to quit it. It's good.
Josh, you slept all day. You shouldn't be tired.
I'm ready to go all night. Let's go.
That's the next show.
Yeah. Well, when Lewis Lee said he had to give his computer his input, I was thinking something else entirely different, and I'm thinking it hasn't been long enough since the green room closed down, apparently.
Well,
for me to still be thinking that. So
Well, I was about to say something else, but
about the safest way to think along those lines, although not quite that extreme, is short circuit with Johnny number 5 when he's wanting input.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a contrast for you, gentlemen.
What?
This is me in the 1980s. Up.
Try again.
Oh wow.
oh,
Actually, no gray.
Kind of had that. What was his name from Steely Dan? The guitar player.
I couldn't tell you which one was which.
Gary
but
Beckley. That's who you kind of remind me of a skinny version of Gary Beckley from.
I'm looking at the picture of the man sitting on the wall behind him.
Adamant.
Oh yeah, that Adamant. Yeah, he and I share
Adamant.
Yeah. And
don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
Yeah.
And that wasn't just any man. That was the man.
That was a handsome man.
More than a half is more like 1.5.
Well, his video for Goody Two Shoes had Carol Monroe in it, which was nice eye candy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was that Adamant? I thought that was Johnny Cash.
Nope.
Johnny Cash had a pose like that too. Okay. I need new glasses.
Yeah, you do.
I feel bad now. I confused Johnny for Adamant. That's bad.
No kidding.
Well,
You ought to be hurt.
Your eggs for HallowCon's so Joe can afford new glasses.
Yeah, we got a good joke. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. That's the other extreme. And naturally, I got a pretty girl in my arms. So this is more the way my life developed.
Good night, Willow.
Good night, Willow. Thanks for
dropping in.
Yep.
I hope it wasn't a picture of me and Lindsay that
say hi to Bob and Doug McKenzie for us.
She's got those obscene early hour shows.
Yes, she does. She does.
And she's got to go make the coffee. I love Willow and all that, but I've got to the age now to where I don't put additives in my coffee anymore. And don't speak to me. Just bring me more when I'm motioning for the second cup.
All I ask is nobody gets in my way when I'm headed for the coffee pot.
Yep.
Hello, John.
Hey, there's John B. Pike. John, I hear y'all had a little bit of excitement downtown Nashville this weekend.
Not another shooting.
No, it's not another shooting, but IndyCar has pretty much closed down the streets of Nashville, and they're racing across 2 bridges.
Wow.
And they got this one turn that is just eating cars left and right.
Well, that happens.
You don't make a 90-degree turn at 140 miles an hour.
No.
You can, but usually not successfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can try.
Oh, did any of y'all see that video that I posted up earlier today of the F1 at Nuremberg?
Can't say that I did, no, but I've been looking at Facebook on and off all day. It must have just been bad timing on my part.
This F1 car comes up a hill, tops the hill, and is airborne for nearly 40, 50 yards. Lands it, makes the corner, and keeps going.
Wow.
And when I say airborne, dude, he's at one time probably 10, 15 feet in the air.
Wow.
It's a very Dukes of Hazzard moment. They're going to have the suspension redone on that thing.
He probably needed new underwear afterwards too.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. He might need new underwear, but now you want to tell us who that is?
Yeah.
No, I really don't.
Yeah. Could that be John?
It looks like a
young John Scarborough,
a young Jake Gyllenhaal, whatever his damn name is. Yeah.
It's a handsome gent there, but he looks entirely too serious.
Yeah,
he's not happy to be wherever he is.
He looks like
no, I didn't hate where I was. That picture was taken at a meteor crater out in Arizona.
He looks like he's about to
crater, yeah.
And I can't see anything because I don't know if you know. I'm like the sun's too bright. And they made me take off the sunglasses to get the picture.
It looks like you're about to whoop somebody's ass.
I'm thinking about it. They made me take off the sunglasses.
Yeah, well, you're still a babe magnet, even.
Okay, now me and Dan and John shared our pictures. Joe, Josh, Chris, your turns.
I hadn't got
I don't have no pictures. So.
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah.
Don't let me call your wife.
Hey, yeah, you can. I'll give you her number.
Kimberly, bring those pictures in here.
She don't have no. I can give you one, and it's not with my wife. Sad part.
Hey, if it's gonna get you in trouble, you better not post that one.
Must be a really bad picture if you got to drink whiskey like that.
Yeah.
No, he's just waiting for the frying pan.
He's trying to get some courage up there.
Oh, I know. I don't care, but.
Well, come on then. Come on. We've all, hey, if I can show my David Cassidy hairdo, I think you could show yours.
Damn it.
My problem is I don't have any really young pictures of me. They're all over at my mom's house.
Well, that's my problem. I don't have stuff on my phone that are young.
If it's on your phone, it ain't young.
Yeah. How can I send it? I just have to.
You're going to have to probably send it. You probably have to post it on stream or post it on Stupid O'Clock and then bring it up from the Stupid O'Clock page. That's what I did.
All right.
You need an arc reactor to run your phone like I do.
I'm looking.
Chris is down there saying, no, I can't show him that one. No.
How did I wind up with so many nude pictures on my phone?
He's like, oh my God, I thought I got rid of that picture.
I'm trying to find one of me, 10, 15 years ago. I've usually got ones of me within the past 5 years or, 30 years
I did find one of Joe.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yo quiero Taco Bell?
Yeah. All right.
Yo quiero Stupid O'Clock?
Sorry, Joe. I really shouldn't have done that, but I did. I'll pay for it later, I'm sure. Probably with large bills.
Or
You know,
sooner.
my problem with pictures of me is that I was always the one taking the pictures.
Same with me.
So I've got pictures of all sorts of people and none of me.
I wished I was the one taking the pictures. Although I did get, a couple days ago, my little sister Jenny, when I went out for breakfast with her and my niece Kayla, I did get people complimenting me just simply because I've been losing weight lately. I walked into Lowe's Home Improvement where I used to work, and one of the girls in there said, "Hey, Bill, man, you look great. Where's the rest of you?" And I said, "Out in the car." It just, I left it out there, but
I was gonna post that your sister Jenny is really hot, but I thought that would be kind of rude on Facebook. I could say it in person and it would be understood. Going, oh wow, but
I always thought
Facebook,
I thought I had the looks in the family, but anyway,
I think she's got you beat by
we don't
just a little bit.
We found her somewhere. I forget where.
Under a cabbage leaf?
Yeah, no, she's not actually my sister by blood. Basically what it was years ago. Well, I've known her for about 25 years, and it's her sister and her dad that I go to up to Chicago all the time. But their whole family, because all my immediate family have passed away about 8 years ago or more, they basically adopted me into their family. So they, she always introduces me to everybody as the big brother that she never had, to which I returned the favor by saying yes, and Jenny is the little sister that I never wanted. And that's always been the ongoing joke, but I do love her to death, and sometimes I would love to kill her, but like any true brother and sister, but
I can so relate.
But yeah, that whole Skirpin family is a good looking family. And their dad, who is 86 years old, has not only a full head of hair, but I have 3 times as much more gray hair than what he does. So he has mostly black hair still at 86.
Cool. I found that video.
Oh no.
Oh, Josh.
I'm in trouble now.
All right, there's Josh. Yeah, what look, talk about a lucky driver.
Wow.
Oh, he hit the ground just in time for that curve.
Yeah.
That was like Luke Skywalker's land speeder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Pretty much, I think that's what he was going for.
John, that picture I sent to you is direct from Josh.
Tell me you're going to send me a picture, so I'm not looking at that stuff. Hang on a second here. John.
No, Josh sent it to me for some reason, and then so I just forwarded it to you that you could show.
All right, I got it. Here.
That was from around 2000, Joe.
Google Foo.
And no, it wasn't me tying the knot.
Oh my God, who is that kid?
I don't know, but she's cute.
Can't hear what y'all saying, but
what? You can't.
You having audio problems again? He must be.
Hey, bugged out again.
Okay, I'm gonna share one.
Oh, we're in for it now.
But anyway, that photo came from Josh, so I'm assuming that's Josh in his younger days with whoever.
Not a specimen of manhood, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody bring Josh up while I'm working on this.
The little girl's pretty cute too.
Okay.
Brace yourselves, guys.
Oh heavens! Now wait a minute. I can see the preview of that, and that don't look nothing like.
That's Chris.
Oh boy.
That would have been my wife's boss lady.
I'm sorry, Chris, but the only thing that went through my head is good night, John boy.
Well, I got called Iceman a lot at work too. So
Not by the survivors, I assume.
that would
Ace Bonnie sitting there with the zipper. He ain't saying nothing.
No, no, you can't say.
We have that effect on people, yeah.
No.
I got compared to Val Kilmer a lot. In fact, some folks even called me Val.
Now it seems like all of us have embarrassed ourselves except for one person in the group now.
I'm not embarrassed of my picture.
Yeah.
Well, I'm embarrassed of your picture, so no.
I don't have any.
I'm kidding.
I don't have any.
As far as you know.
There's none of me online.
Yeah, I said I didn't have any, but I found one.
Okay, I'm going to look for a picture of Joe.
My wife may have some, but not.
I found one from high school.
Oh, that's going to be rich.
Well, that's the one.
Nobody this day and age looks the way they did in high school. Believe me, I didn't even have a mustache, much less a beard, and I actually had color in my hair.
Yeah. Well, that's what y'all just saying. So.
We who are about to die salute you.
Yeah. That was 20 years ago.
God, high school is a whole lot more recent for you than it was for me.
Well, I'm just saying.
John Scarborough. I found a picture of Joe. I just sent it to you.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Is it another Chihuahua?
I hope you guys have a good evening because I'm sure Joe's going to knock me out now. After this.
Not here.
I hate to tell you this, the New York Times won't let me use that picture.
Oh, really? Oh, doggone it. Why not?
Damn, Joe. John, you was in the New York Times?
Don't gripe. New York Times won't even let me read the paper anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say, you read like 2 sentences, and it's like,
I can't even click on a link. They tell me, go the fuck away, Dan.
Yep.
Well, they don't want your kind around here.
But they want money from the Chinese, Chickenese. Sorry.
I thought I knew most of the major accents, but that one was new to me.
There you go, John. I just screenshotted it. The hell with the New York Times.
There you go. That'll work. Now what? Oh, that's never mind. You can't share that screen.
Huh?
You was in the New York Times, John.
Ward, you were pretty hard on the beaver last night.
Dirtiest word said in 50s television.
Leave it to Joe Dog.
Leave it to the beaver.
Yeah. Now, what's really weird, TV trivia, the family from Leave It to Beaver were just about 3 houses down the street from the Munsters.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you look at the background photographs in Leave It to Beaver, you will see the Munsters house several times as a background shot.
So the Cleavers lived on Mockingbird Lane?
I think they were around the corner.
Oh, okay.
The Monsters was a much better show.
I always
depends.
thought that the house that the Cleavers lived in looked remarkably like the house from My Three Sons.
Now that could have been as well.
At least in style, if not the same house.
I always preferred the Addams Family house myself. It had a little bit more dignity. A whole lot more rust, but a little bit more dignity. Much better fence, let me tell you. Get out there and sharpen them spikes.
Who had the better house?
The Addams Family.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the color photos of the inside of the Addams Family house?
Yes, I have. But you got to remember it was filmed in black and white. So when they painted up the sets in color, they were looking at what those colors would look like in grayscale.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was pretty psychedelic on the inside in color, but in black and white it was very sedate and modest and dignified, except for the swordfish with somebody's leg sticking out of its mouth. And
Watching the Munsters in color was also kind of, what was it? Was it Munsters Go Home, or which movie was it that they did it in color? And
yeah,
that almost seemed like
I think all three of the movies were in color, and nobody was happy with it except the studio.
Right.
None of the actors were happy with the actual color.
There is a new Monsters movie coming.
Yep.
Yes,
It's
I
gonna
know.
be
I'm not enthused.
No, Addams Family, not Monsters.
Yeah.
No, it's Monsters.
No, there is a Monsters movie coming out.
Oh wait,
yes.
what's it? Is Rob Zombie doing the new Monsters movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and they're also doing a new Addams Family movie, and the cast looks kind of based on Wednesday Addams or something.
The Monsters new movie is going to be I think it's going to be animated.
What I've seen of the production photos is live action.
It's live action, and Rob Zombie's posting up pictures that he is going to try to stick true to the TV series, the original TV series.
Yeah, because there were some sequel stuff going on that played kind of fast and loose. There were also sequels to the Addams Family that played rather fast and loose with stuff. But
Rob,
the original stuff is a product of its time, and it is and with both they are gems to be treasured. And then the sequel stuff was not so much cashing in as trying to catch the same lightning in a different bottle, and it didn't work out exactly the way that everyone hoped. I mean, it can, if you give it a chance, it can be entertaining in its own way, but it's almost, you wish they had gone ahead and made a totally different show, not using that premise, but something similar. But maybe I expressed myself not exactly as well as I could. But
they're trying to reintroduce everybody that to a new show. I mean, that has never seen it.
Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I really love the two Addams Family movies that came out with Raul Julia and
Angelica Houston.
Angelica Houston. Those were really, really well done. They were closer to the spirit of the original Charles Addams comics than the original TV series was. And the blend, the bleed over was really, really good. I mean, you could actually sit and watch the movies and go, okay, this is a pretty good sequel to the original TV series. But then again, that lightning is not going to get caught in the same bottle twice.
Oh,
You've got to look at them as if they were two different alternate timelines, basically. And
that's
equal in value.
1938.
Yeah, Dan, when you brought up Angelica Houston, reminded me of a story that I just saw on YouTube about some of the best ad-lib lines in movies.
Uh-huh.
And it was the scene from Chinatown when Jack Nicholson was talking to John Huston sitting at the table eating breakfast, and his nose was all bandaged up.
Yes, and I remember why.
And John Huston turns and looks at him and says, "So, are you sleeping with my daughter?"
Ooh, I think they were an Adam at the time.
That was an ad-lib line. Angelica was on set when he said it. And that was the look on Jack Nicholson's face of, oh crap, is he playing the character, or is that John Hughes?
Real life?
Yeah.
Is this real life or is this merely Hollywood?
Yeah. But that was an ad-lib line. And
probably Nicholson's facial expression is why they kept it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it was priceless. Because it's been too long since I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I haven't watched that movie in a long ass time.
Yeah, there are several old movies that I keep meaning to go back and rewatch now that I'm, well, I hate to say more mature, but older. That will work. Maltese Falcon, I want to watch again now that I've got a few years seniority built up, and I can understand the character points of view a whole lot better than I did back when I was in college the last time I saw it. There are several others like that. I mean, there are lots of movies that I will not ever stop watching at least once or twice a year. But there are lots of classic movies that I got the chance to see when I was way too young to understand the points of view of the characters that were in them. I got to appreciate them for the classic cinema that they were, but not the character interactions, which means so much now and actually made the movies at that time.
Oh yeah, me and Bill was talking about The Shining. My wife is a big horror freak, and which I love horror movies, but that's the
HallowCon,
yes. But yeah, that's like one of to me, The Shining. That's like top notch. That's like number one. So.
One thing I did not like about The Shining, and it made utterly no sense, and I think most of you would agree, where Scatman Crothers gets killed in the end. It just, I mean, he came off like a hero, and then boom, axed him. And that to me, it didn't ruin the movie, but it just made no sense.
It didn't help the movie any either.
No.
I mean, it follows the book to almost a point. And that's what screws up movies sometimes. It's like Stephen King's It, the first
Excuse me.
The first Stephen King's It, not after the remake of it.
But Tim Curry.
Yeah.
But I mean, the first one was, it's like 3.5 hours. But that thing was so long. Heck, I was like 5 years old when I watched that daggum thing, and I'm still scared of clowns to this day.
Yeah. You've seen that hotel out west that's done up like a
just outside of Vegas.
Yeah,
the Clown Motel.
Yeah.
I thought about buying the hotel, building a little convention center beside it, and moving HallowCon out there.
Go ahead. I won't be visit. I won't talk to you. Won't visit. I'm just telling you.
You do know Crystal will kick you where it hurts very hard.
Yeah.
And she can make it hurt very hard.
Well, we go to the auction on Friday nights. There is a husband and wife that come in there, and she's a big doll collector. And I mean, they buy anything and everything. And the one thing that me and Laura always talked about is, I mean, and they're nice people. They're the nicest people in the world. They're down home people and all that. But it was like, will I ever go to their house? Probably not.
Hell no.
Because I just see every room filled with dolls, and it just.
Or making you think of Puppet Master.
Oh,
actually more. I was thinking of Chucky's in Love, actually, but
Josh fell on the floor because we can only see his seeing.
Well, I was about to say, y'all about to kill me.
I mentioned dolls, and he fell out of his chair.
Well,
dolls are even worse than damn clowns. My grandma collected. She had them like old ass dolls from like the 30s and 20s and crap like that. No,
well,
not dealing with that.
Then you won't like our theme next year. Valley of the Dolls.
Well, I will come, but
if it's Roger Ebert style, it might.
I might have to hit somebody in the face. I'm just saying.
Well, he'll send Kimberly instead because she's a more slasher movie host.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I might have hit somebody in the face.
Now, Josh, let me ask you this: what do you think of midgets? Or little people?
My wife's a midget.
Oh, okay.
So much for that joke, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of zombies?
I'm good to go.
What about midget zombies? Carrying dolls.
No, midget zombie clown carrying a doll.
Yeah, well, we got a different story there. We got an AR for that. I got an AR for that right here.
I'm pretty sure Roger Corman had a hand in that one.
Yeah.
What'd you guys talk about on Stupid O'Clock last night? Well, first of all, we all embarrassed ourselves with all of our old pictures. And then after that, we figured out what scares the hell out of Josh.
Clowns and dolls. Well, I'll go ahead and add in spiders. So
I
Well, I'm
don't
with
like
you.
spiders and snakes.
I think
I'm with
that is my second favorite picture of me right there.
Where are you? I don't see you. Oh.
They were sniping. Oh no.
That's what he looks like. He's like, I'm about to blow some shit up.
There we go.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
You don't think, actually.
No, he's got that look of I'm gonna fuck you up.
He better not break my camera. That's what that is.
Yeah, I about to say you got the damn other shit, the camo over.
Everyone else, just so you know, is off to the right of that picture in an armored mortar carrier. I'm the guy that gets to sit out with the ammunition in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, you out in front.
And everybody would scare the hell out of John all the time by saying, "Incoming!"
No, I was the guy.
I was about to say he was the one that was going to shoot first.
Yeah, I'm the guy that handed them the round. I knew if it was incoming or not. That is
now that Dan's back.
For those of you who are listening at home, that is Mortar Point 13 in Wildflicken, West Germany. That's long ago. You can tell by the uniform.
Yep.
You still got that grin on your face.
Yep. Well, it's hard to grin in a K-pot with a damn chin strap.
Going back to John Huston, Dan, I always thought he had one of the most awesome voices for narration. I loved his narrating of the Return.
I loved him as Noah in The Greatest Story Ever Told. Especially the part where he was playing with the elephant and the elephant wouldn't let him go. I don't know which one was drunker, John Huston or the elephant.
What's a cubit? Oh, no, that was that Bill Cosby routine about Noah.
But
how long
John had one of the great voices for narration, along with James Earl Jones and, of course, Morgan Freeman. And I think the other one here in a minute. Martin Sheen. I always thought all those were great narrating stuff.
Now, actually, Tim Curry would be another narrator that you want to have on your side. Now, his health is not the best these days, but whatever he can do, whatever he can do as a voiceover, he is just absolutely still on point on everything.
Oh yeah,
George Carlin was a good one. Ringo Starr.
Peter Coyote has always been my favorite narrator.
He did decent jobs, yes.
Civil War and Ken Burns one, but among other things, of course.
What's his name? Stephen Fry.
Oh yes, yes.
And Brian Bless.
That man could read a phone book, as many people have said that Sean Connery could, and they would pay money to listen to it.
I always thought John Cleese was also good at narrating.
Excuse me, Chris?
Excuse me. I always thought John Cleese was good at narrating.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have to go off and do the outraged John Cleese. He can do a decent job just being him and narrate something.
John Delancey did a lot of the Star Trek audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
He was especially hilarious in the ones that involved Q.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
One of my favorite ones was Q-in-Law.
I've got the text version of that. I've never heard the audio book, but
Listen to
I
him
can
do
just
Q-in-Law was
imagine.
hilarious.
I can just imagine.
Speaking of John Delancey, my grandmother made me used to watch Days of Our Lives. When I
Thank
was really
you.
young. Him and Arlene Sorkin were
Uh-huh.
hilarious as a couple.
The mad scientist and his wife. Yes.
And she's probably famous for doing Harley Quinn in the animated Batman series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now
Yeah.
I got to wait till John gets back.
I was always
No, you
thankful.
All right.
I was always thankful that I had been compelled to watch the soap operas and got to see lots of people. John Delancey. Who was the major bad guy from the old Lois and Clark TV series? He wound up he's a major playwright in Atlanta now. It was from Santa Barbara.
A. Martinez?
No. Never mind. It's not important. I know his face. Lane Davies. That name just popped in my mind. I don't know.
Well, guys, I'm fading fast, so I'm gonna have to go.
Well, if you'll quit taking the wrong damn meds.
Well, I got the right meds now, but I'm just tired.
They're
Yeah.
just not as fun as the other meds.
Yeah.
I don't know that fun was part of that. This
No,
job description there.
Yeah.
I would just say interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to tap out. I can't go much longer. So y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all Thursday night.
Take care, Joe.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yep. Good night,
And-
Joe.
All right. Bye.
Thank you for everything,
Bye.
Joe.
Dan, I only watched 2 soap operas in my life. Only that I would ever watch 2 soap operas. Of course, the first one being Dark Shadows.
Yes.
And the second one, you and your wife might know, I used to watch it at noon on WGN Channel 9 out of Chicago back in the late 70s. Prisoner Cell Block H, British soap opera about women behind bars.
She might be familiar with that one. I'm not.
Yeah. They're
one of my favorite British dramas was called UXB.
Unexploded Bomb.
Unexploded Bomb. It was about bomb disposal during the Blitz in World War II. And what was really cool about it was they actually had people that knew what was going on as technical advisors on the show. So what you were seeing was very close, other than the classified stuff, was very close to what you would actually have put up with in World War II during the Blitz.
Yeah, and the weird thing is my wife's childhood, after her family moved back from South America to England, was spent in Portsmouth, where there were unexploded bombs, and some of her playgrounds were the actual bomb craters from the Blitz, and nobody had ever rebuilt anything there because all the people that owned the property were dead and not able to sell it. And some of those places, I've been there, and some of those places were still rubble piles in 2011.
Dan, I thought of that guy that you were trying to think of. It was Lane Smith, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Wasn't he the one that played the prosecuting attorney in My Cousin Vinny, too?
I'm not sure about that, but he was.
I'll be right back.
He was.
I'm sorry. The TV show was called Danger UXB.
Yeah. Well, I knew what you were talking about even then.
Oh, he was Barry White in Lois and Clark.
No. This was I keep thinking his name was Lane Davies. He was in Santa Barbara, and he was also in Lois and Clark. And he was the bad guy in Lois and Clark, but he was the most snarky, sarcastic bad guy you could ever imagine. And you had to root for him, even though you knew he was a bad guy, just because he was so freaking cool. He had that kind of sense of humor and presentation about him. But as I recall, last thing I heard, he had retired from soap operas and Hollywood to be a playwright, and he was living in Atlanta. But that was years ago. Lane Davies. That's the name I came up with. Yeah, that's what my memory told me his name was.
There's one.
I got to admit, a pair of glasses is a dynamite disguise.
Yeah, he plays Tempest.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. The man from the future. With an attitude from the 1400s. Yeah.
There's a mosquito that got loose in my house, and he's driving me crazy.
Well, finally time to change brands. I have to thank my wife for telling me, please do reward yourself. You work so hard. You do all this stuff. And the only thing that you do for yourself is you've got these 2 dark beers that you drink on Thursday and Saturday nights. And everything else you go, oh, I've got to pay this, I've got to pay that, I can't afford to do this, I can't afford it. And she goes, shut up. Buy your beer. So I am, and I do, and I really enjoy it. And thank you, Lindsay, for smacking me upside the head metaphorically rather than actually.
That is an awesome, supportive wife.
Yes. Now she is one of the most incredible budgeteers I have ever met. She can stick to a budget like nobody's business. She can shave off fractions of a penny. She can ultimate coupon and get you what you might spend $50, but you got $150 worth of groceries.
Mm-hmm.
And she asks for so little, and I keep going, honey, please tell me. Just if there's anything, just tell me. I will buy it. I will yank the moon out of its orbit for you. I don't care. No, I will buy a rope that long. And she doesn't. All she wants is some peace and quiet and Britcoms on the TV and
Facebook user, you're going to have to go to StreamYard and give permission to show your name because it is not letting us see who you are.
Yep. Is Dan ending the show or is John ending the show? That's Joe Dog.
No, that's John.
Oh, it's John.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it keeps kicking me off. I think every time I go to a different page, it loses me. So that's
probably.
Well, I can settle
that. I guess it's John asked the question that he gets to do it.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Because of the timing, the end credits of Stupid O'Clock are still rolling. Mm-hmm. Touch the Face of God is still rolling while Last Man Standing is supposed to be starting. What I like to do is open up both of them in different windows so I can hear when High Flight is ending and then punch the button for Last Man Standing. Now, if necessary, I can do both. It's not a problem. If John wants to end the show, which is like, play the video, which either one of us could do, and then hit end broadcast twice, it's no big deal. But, it just depends on what you want to do, John. If you want to go to bed early, I can do it. If you want to keep going, then that's fine. There you go.
Way to go,
Wait,
John.
that figures it's on the wrong one. Oh, I know. Was that Dan's? I'm not sure which page that is, actually. I clicked the wrong one. That's why I don't have Facebook on it. Or Facebook user.
Well, I just noticed a private chat thing here, which is, Josh has got to run. All right. No problem. And Josh has already run. So that's, kind of.
A little bit late on that one, Jim.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Well, I don't notice this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the.
Hey, Jim, duck your head. Look late on that one, Jim. I bet that's smart. Please, Mr. Custard, I don't want to go. Nobody knows that.
I don't remember it. No.
Comments
I do. Yep. I remember it.
Let me guess. Bill had a copy of K-Tel's 4 Funky Hits.
I sure did. Had, good grief. Well, I also had a 45 of They're Coming to Take Me Away.
Oh!
And by Napoleon, what was it? The 8th or
Napoleon Bonaparte the 3rd.
The 3rd. If you flipped over to the B side, you seen the same label printed backwards, though. They're Coming to Take Me Away, Napoleon Bonaparte the 3rd, printed backwards on the label. And you think, wow, man, I got a misprint.
Wait a minute. It's Napoleon Bonaparte the 14th.
Oh, 14th? Okay, whatever. He's
right.
aged.
The 3rd was actually a real person.
Yeah. But anyway, when you look at it and you think that on the B side, when you see everything printed backwards, you think, oh, wow, they did something. I got, something that's worth some money. No, what it was, the reason why they printed it backwards, as soon as you started playing it, it played They're Coming to Take Me Away backwards. That was the B side of that 45. I'll never forget it. I think it was on Roulette Records, maybe. I could be wrong on that one.
I'm not sure. I'm only familiar with it from Dr. Demento. Although I remember when it was on the radio, they never played the backwards version on the AM radio that I grew up with. Now I do have an actual collector's item. Is a 45. The A side is an Adamant song. The B side is supposed to be an Adamant song, but it's actually the Rockford Files theme.
Nice.
The label says it's Adamant. It was an Adamant 45, but the B side was the Rockford Files.
Maybe
They're Coming to Take Me Away was released on Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Okay, so that would have been Reprise Records, most likely.
Hang on a minute. Here's
Warner Brothers Reprise. Well, they're synonymous, but
bring it up, John. Bring it up.
I will in just a second, but I got to bring the picture up first here.
What would be great
enough, as Bill was talking about it. Wait a minute, wrong button. Guess what picture pops up?
Well, it's a Warner Brothers record label. Okay. Oh, backwards. Yes, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oops.
I wonder if YouTube actually has a recording of that side of it backwards. I'm sure they have the forwards version, somewhere. I wonder if they've got the backwards version as well. Somebody must have posted that.
Dr.
Yeah.
Bronco may have it on his.
Hang on a second. I may have found it.
Oh.
And the B-side was the same thing played in reverse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the B-side, yeah, there they go, right there. And they talk. Dave Marsh calls the B-side the most obnoxious song to ever appear in a jukebox. He once cleared out a diner of 40 patrons in 2 minutes flat.
Wow.
If you can think of anything and everything by the Beatles that they ever intentionally did backwards,
Uh-huh.
kind of like the rare version of Day in the Life, after the final note is played and then it gets quiet and then they do that little backwards nonsense at the end. Just imagine about 2.5 minutes of that.
The Monkees did a version of it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I did not know. Actually, if it wasn't Mickey Dolentz's publicity agents on my Facebook, I'd ask him about that. But it wouldn't be him; it would be his publicity people.
Well, ask again. Ask them anyway. Maybe they know.
Well,
it might be their favorite song. You never know.
No, it'd be easier to ask Mike Nesmith, because I think he does his own Facebook.
I'm friends with his daughter Jessica. That's how I got that Mike Nesmith CD autographed to me.
I suppose he would absolutely hate me for thinking that Lucy and Ramona is one of the best songs I've ever heard. Because it did hit commercial, and I don't know if he intended for it to or not, but I just absolutely love that one.
I think
we're farewell tour, Mike and Mickey, and they're going to be in Chattanooga at the Tivoli.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go to one of those, but unfortunately, my schedule and my finances will not mate successfully for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, I've got to fill out the vacation slips for HallowCon. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to go, even though I've got the membership in the hotel room.
Yeah, you need to get that took care of. We want to make sure you're there.
Yeah, why? Everybody want to see me get falling down drunk? All right. I can be entertaining in several different levels.
We want to see you tell stories and regale people with your knowledge.
Okay, pick one.
Well, you usually do both when you tell your stories, because the knowledge gets intermixed with them and you entertain.
Oh.
I had probably 2 K-Tel albums, because I kind of got laid in on the process right before they faded away.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember having White Hot, which was their heavy metal album, and After Hours, which I think was kind of an adult contemporary soft rock album.
Yeah.
Dan, talking about Lucy and Ramona, this is actually the 40th anniversary of Elephant Parts this year.
Oh my goodness! I
can't believe
that
it.
long.
Me either.
Really? Now, you do know that that's one of the better videos on YouTube. I mean, seriously, it still stands up, especially with Mike just belting it out there, and towards the ending getting so psychotically involved that his hair kind of gets an explosion. But
the funniest thing from Elephant Parts that I really liked was the song he did called Rodan, which was the parody of his song Joanne.
Okay.
And he's saying, His name was Rodan, and you see big, like Godzilla type footprints stomping through Tokyo. And it was probably 7 seconds long at the, because it was just a little piece to put in between segments.
No, it's amazing how many people that I'm actually a fan of because they've got a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull, Frank Zappa, definitely. Weird and twisted sense of humor, but sense of humor. And Mike and God, there's more than I can even remember and be able to enunciate right now.
Well, Frank's son Dweezil has a sense of humor too, and
yeah, wouldn't you if you'd been raised by Frank?
Yeah, he did a excellent cover of My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama. The video was done in black and white, and it had Mamie Van Doren in it, and it also had Robert Wagner in it.
Oh my goodness!
Hilarious, and it had this tongue-in-cheek narration of it. I mean, the video was awesome.
Now, if you really sit down and listen to a large number of Zappa albums, you will be amazed at not only the quality of the music involved and how complicated it is and how many time changes they went through. I mean, there's some serious challenges to musicians in there that he did as a matter of course, but just the sheer amount of irreverent humor that he threw into everything that he was doing. And it's not everybody's cup of tea because it is irreverent. And a lot of people don't care for scatological humor, but the man was a master of it and sarcastic as all get out. And
extremely intelligent and knowledgeable as well.
Oh Lord, yeah. I wouldn't engage him in a battle of wits because I'm an unarmed man in that case.
And the cool thing is he had an asteroid named after him.
Now that I did not know.
And because you can't use first names in naming an asteroid, it was actually named Zappa Frank.
Okay, I'm going to have to look that up.
And granted, it never happened, but back in the late 80s, there was talk of in 92 or 96. Get this: Frank Zappa running for president, and Blackie Lawless of Wasp running for senator from California.
Oh God!
Could you imagine if that would have happened?
I think a lot of heads would have exploded.
I'm seriously surprised that Dee Snider from Twisted Sister didn't run for Congress or Senate after that whole, scary lyrics thing that Tipper O'Neill was pushing.
Well, yeah, but the reason he didn't was he proved he was more intelligent than 99% of the people in Congress.
You got to be kind of brain dead to run for office in Washington.
Well, I think he was so emotionally and mentally exhausted after doing the defense. He wanted no part of it because he'd had enough in that experience. Now, that's not to say he wouldn't have run at some other point in time, but
yeah,
like I said, I think he'd just been through so much that that's enough.
That is another man that you would think is just a singer who actually turned out to be a very, very intelligent guy. Yeah. Now, as long as we're mentioning Moody Blues, there a few of them are still alive. So I noticed a video by a rather mature looking member of the band, and rat. Now I can't remember his freaking name. I'm having a senior moment, and I'm not even.
Well, weren't they twins?
Who? What?
Weren't two of the Moody Blues twins, twin brothers?
Not that I know of. No.
We need to
They
get
might
Dee
have been
Snyder.
fraternal, but
We need to get Dee Snyder to run for Congress or to run for office. And his platform could be they can't stop rock and roll.
that would be awesome.
No,
I don't know if it would happen though.
No. His platform would be, "We're not going to take it."
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Not anymore.
Yep.
Okay, Dee, if you're listening to our show, and I'm sure he is because he tunes in every night. He might. We never know. You know, they always catch the recording.
We have a lot of anonymous listeners.
We do.
We got 3 of them right now.
Nope, I know that one.
No, those are your pajamas.
Ace, it's cool that you've seen Mickey Dolenz once. I got to see him, and I think Davy Jones was still alive at the time. We used to have this great music festival in Chattanooga called Riverbend.
Yep.
Used to.
Then they made the foolish decision to let the folks of Bonnaroo take it over, and they basically destroyed everything that was good about it. And,
I can agree with you there. Yeah.
Chris, I
don't
just could
even
not.
live in that.
I know you said something epic, but I couldn't hear it.
I said we used to have this great music festival called Riverbend in Chattanooga, and then they made the mistake of letting the folks of Bonnaroo take over and ruined everything that was great about it.
Yeah. It got too expensive, too crowded, not enough parking, and it took forever to try and get into the damn place, and then everything cost too much. So thank you, Bonnaroo, you jackass.
Kind of like Lollapalooza.
Yeah, I think.
It turned into Dragon Con.
And the bad thing about Bonnaroo is Riverbend overlapped into its weekend, so the first thing they wanted to do is move it away from it. So they put it on Memorial Day weekend when everyone had plans. They raised the prices up. They had fewer artists because the great thing about Riverbend is you had established artists, you had up and coming artists, and you had new artists you could discover, and you had artists that were maybe older and maybe were on the decline, but still had great performances left in them. And they managed to pull all that together constantly.
I broke my beer opener.
Yeah.
You need to get one that's a little bit more solid. Now, believe me, I have worn the emblem off of this, but this used to belong to my father-in-law, and
that's more substantial.
Oh, it is steel.
That's a Nick Tockert beer opener.
This is a dead-on demolition tool for taking buildings apart. Got a big heavy spike on one end. It's got a bunch of nut drivers here and a nail puller. At the other end, that's a sheetrock axe for taking out sheetrock.
Yep.
That's another nail puller. That's your 2x4 twister for straightening them up or pulling them loose, one or the other. That's the hammer edge. There's another nail puller in here. And that is the bottle opener.
Cool.
Hey,
before I got distracted and commenting on what they did to Riverbend, there was a main stage that was on a barge on the Tennessee River, and they would have the main acts each night there. Well, one night they had the Monkees and some other bands from that area playing on the stage, and I got to see them, and it was a really good show. So that was my experience with the Monkees.
That's a, you're Your volume, Chris, keeps cutting up and down.
No, he's just speaking quieter.
He's soft spoken.
Louder. Yeah, it's just his natural personality. Deal with it, John.
What?
Well, hopefully.
Says the artillery man. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, John, I am deaf in my right ear, so I try and modulate so I don't sound real loud like I used to when I was little. Because they didn't discover that deficiency until I was in 6th grade. I had some family members that suspected, but
good call,
it wasn't proven until then.
Yep. You got it, John?
I might as well.
Yeah.
It's not that time.
It takes some scrolling, but...
yes, it do, don't it? Joe went in and rearranged everything, so now I got to figure out where the hell everything is again.
Yeah, and Skunk isn't here, so he would have...
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
That's a little bit early, but we got like 2 minutes left. Last words, last call, gentlemen.
It's the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Get your shit together. The universe ends in 2 minutes.
Speak now.
Should we put a paper bag over our heads or something? If you'd like. Will it help? No, not really.
No, not really.
No, not really.
Oh, good. Let me have 6 packets of peanuts and 6 quarts of beers.
If this was dog show,
it throws all his money at him. Says, "Keep the change.
Keep the change."
Like
if it was
okay, so
you got 3 minutes to spend it.
Yeah.
In this last minute, who else believes that the whiskey got better of Josh?
That's the idea, isn't it? I mean,
Hey,
it was kicking his butt.
If he didn't want it to kick his butt, he'd been drinking Kool-Aid.
Oh,
something like that.
Exactly.
Hey, after about 4 or 5 days without AC, if he wants to drink, I don't begrudge him a bit.
No, I mean
no. It's been miserable in the South.
Let's see. Good night, Ace. Good night, Donna. Good night, John. Good night, John boy. Let's see who else.
Come out of the John boy.
Good night, Jim Bob.
John B. Pica. Good night, Willow.
Oh yeah.
Good night. Who else?
Good night, John Bob.
Was here.
Good night, Rebellion. I hope you slide under a gas truck and taste your own blood.
And I looked at that wrong when I first saw it. I thought that was Anna's other name, but hers is Rebellion or whatever. I'm like, oh, Anna's here. And I look, I'm like, oh, no, it's not.
Nope.
And we are now 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So you want to do that?
I don't have the clock. Oh, I do have that clock. I'll go ahead and shut it down then. How's that sound?
All right, I'm going to hop over to the other channel, and I will
do that. I'll say good night, everybody. Good night, Chris. Good night, Bill. Good night, Dan. See y'all later.
Good night.
I probably won't be there for Last Man Standing, but
okay.
Good night.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.